Hello everybody, Drew here, tip of the Mint Flips, where I'm a stay-at-home dad and a part-time eBay reseller, and today we're going to open another Mikhail mystery box. I haven't worked through the other two completely, which I was trying to do, pretty close, but I have another one on the way, or two more, I think one more on the way, so I might as well unbox this one, get it out of the way, so that when the next one arrives, I can put it in the spot this one was sitting. If you don't know, Mikhail mystery boxes are inventory I get from my friend Mikhail. He has extra, and so he sends it to me at the cost of shipping. It has worked out really great for me. I'm very appreciative of it. And I did speak with him recently. He is going to be here this summer in northern Michigan, and so I will, in some capacity, get him on camera. So you guys can meet him and see what it is. Maybe I'll do a little interview. I know he's wanting to go to Mackinac Island. That's how we met. We worked at the same place. Maybe it's unlikely. Maybe I'll make a day trip to Mackinac Island and I can show that off. It's really a cool place to visit, and to visit not during the height of the season. It's a nightmare when it's busy. Speaking of Mikhail mystery boxes, I said maybe last video, maybe next video, maybe the order will be off, that the baseballs and the signatures I kind of gave up on. Not kind of gave up on, I gave up on. It was just too time consuming for what I was probably going to get out of it. But then I was just sitting around drinking my coffee, and I was just looking at one, and I was like, I think I could figure this one out. And I did, because I could actually like make out letters to like most of the name, which is... I don't know. I mean, my signature's bad, but you can make out that it's a D and a D. So you could at least know the first initial of my first name and last name. But lots of these sports signatures, they're so just terrible. They're just not even a signature. It's nothingness. But I had looked before for a Facebook signature identification group, because I've used those for books, for toys, Barbie stuff specifically. Like, you can niche down for identification, and they're a great resource, and I couldn't find one. And then this morning, looking, I found one this time. So if that works out, then I will go back to probably selling them individually, because the one I did figure out was Kevin Youkilis. So there might be some actual worthwhile baseballs in there if I can get someone else to do the work for me. So let me go ahead, and this is a very heavy one. Let me go ahead and unbox this one a little bit, and we'll go through the first wave. All right, first wave of stuff. This one is jam-packed. I'm actually very excited about this one. Things have just been so crazy for the last, I mean, honestly, 4 months. It's insane. That's everybody. I know I complain to you guys about stuff. You guys got your own problems. It's okay. Complain to me. Throw them in the comments. I will listen. I will respond with a mostly sincere response. I'm a couple coffees deep, and it's very early in the morning, so deal with me. This right here, it's a Frost Cutlery Flying Falcon Delta Ranger knife, possibly new in box. Knives, if you do sell knives, make sure you don't sell them internationally to countries you can't ship knives to. How I solved that, because I got flagged one time for just listing it available in those countries. I just only ship knives in the US. That I just don't do international shipping on knives, and then eliminate that possibility. Next up, couple of new in package inks. Are they expired? Yes, we got a 2013, and we have a 2013. You can sell expired ink. You must specify that it's expired ink, have a picture that it's expired, have it in the title that it's expired. If it's an option to select, I don't recall offhand, say it's expired. Every chance you have to say it's expired, go ahead and do that. I don't. My father does. He buys nothing but expired ink, because if you buy it in bulk, even if one or two of them ends up junk or dried out or some type of issue, which is very rare, it's still cheaper than buying it new. So it's usually worth the risk. These, I have no idea what this is. It says Xfinity. So is it maybe some type of receiver? I don't know. I will definitely, of course, look into that. But any clue? You guys know what this is? I got nothing. Nope, nothing. No clue. Not even a little bit. This is a Corningware handle, locking handle. You put it on the side of a Corningware or Pyrex dish that this fits in. Then you twist the little knobby, and then it turns a casserole dish into a pan. I usually sell these in lots of 2, just because the sell-through rate is better when they're sold in lots. You don't make more money. I mean, maybe? No, you don't make more money. Maybe. No? Maybe? See? I'm feeling weird today. Today. Jeez. But yeah, the sell-through rate's just better in lots. And this, I know what this is because I had one. This is a blast from the past. It's a mini Polaroid camera. These, everyone wanted one. They were stupid. They were so stupid. The Polaroid pictures are like this big. They were stickers, if I'm not mistaken. It's been, many, many years. But they had like a peelable back so you could stick them to stuff. But what would happen is you would get this. It would come with a sample roll of film that would have 4 pictures in it. You would use those 4 pictures, and then you would never buy film again. The film was expensive. I mean, some people, you'd go in their bedroom and they'd just be stuck everywhere. So, I mean, that's more my experience than other people's. But they were stupid. The pictures would fade real bad. It was definitely marketed towards kids, and kids were eating it up. I am very curious what these are actually worth now, because they probably made a ton of them. Yeah, they probably made a ton of these, and the desire to have one now and to be able to get film for it now is probably pretty thin. Actually, let's have some fun with it. It's time for everybody's favorite game show.
What's that worth?
And today on
What's that worth?
is a Polaroid iZone Instant pocket camera in red. Mine was not this cool looking with the see-through. It is loose here, but we will not... I'll probably be able to fix that, but we're not going to, when playing the game, count this as dysfunctional or not functioning or damaged in any type, just as used. And if you don't know what What's That Worth is, it is, like I said, everybody's favorite game show. Pause the video, put your guess for how much you think that's worth, or how much I will sell that for. Free shipping, so include your shipping in your price. And then at the end of the video, I will tell you what that is worth. And then whoever gets closest to that price without going over will get some tip of the Mitt Flips merch. Next up, these, I was so happy to see these in there. These are ballasts. Before, they sold great immediately. And then now I have 2 of them. I sold, I think, 3 within a couple days. And then the other 2 are just kind of sitting around. I don't know. I'll probably have to check the price on that, but very excited for these ones. New in package, real easy. The barcodes actually function on these. It's great. Now, ballast, though, it's got yucky on it. Probably from sitting in a shop forever. Ballast will have a downward trajectory for price over time for the rest of time, because ballasts are used in fluorescent lights, and fluorescent lights are getting phased out. As people need them and they start producing less, maybe it'll just be flat for a while, but eventually fluorescents will just be phased out completely, and then they will have no value at all outside of somebody who has them in their garage or their shop and they still want to not replace their lights, which I don't know why you would do that. The savings in the electricity alone is worth switching them over. So I will actually check the price on those and make sure I don't get stuck with them long term. And I'm not saying within the next 6 months. I'm just saying over the next 5 to 10 years, fluorescents, they're getting out of here. And then honestly, I would say second favorite thing to sell after pens is head club covers. And this one right here, a Titleist H818. Titleist is, in my opinion, the best brand, but everybody has their own opinions. Mine's just usually right. And I haven't been guessing on prices. I noticed that's not really helpful when I just tell you what I think it might be worth. I don't think that helps anybody. But sure, for this one, because it's a better brand, a nice club, I could probably clean that up and it'll be in great condition. This is probably $24.99 free shipping. It's really awesome to sell high-end head club covers, and they will sell forever because golfers lose theirs always. They put them on the seat, they take their club out, pull it off, throw it on the ground, and drive away. Golfers drink a lot. They lose their clubs, they lose coolers, they would lose themselves on the golf course if it wasn't a loop that brings them back to the clubhouse. So this is something that will sell forever because they will be lost forever. This, I have no idea. I can read it and tell you that it is a 850 millimeter laser prod, AFBR, blah, blah, blah. But I got no clue what that is. But I got 4 of them to sell. If they're worth selling in individual packs, that's great, because then I get to do a multi-quantity listing. 1 listing, 4 available. Buy them at your leisure. Or if they're not worth a ton of money, I lot them up in a lot of 4 and I make some money. Here is a thing of perfume. Night Magic Evening Musk. Ooh la la. I do not deal with perfume. Colognes. I did once, and I got lucky. It was a high-end thing of perfume. It was used, which you're not allowed to sell used perfumes. It doesn't even have an option for used. They're supposed to be sealed. Most of them are supposed to be from the company. You can get Vero strikes. It's just because, and it makes sense, because I could take this one right here. This is like a $40 thing of perfume that I've just had sitting around because I don't want to deal with it, take the risk. But I could take this, fill the rest up with water. Bingo bango. Oh, it's full. Yeah. I mean, that would be easy to scam people. I could just put colored water in there and slap some dollar store perfume in there to make it smell like something. Or you can buy the knockoff version of them and just get the bottles and fill them up. It's high risk, technically high reward. That's why I did sell that one. I priced it kind of cheap, and I wanted to sell it that day. I was like, I'm going to take the risk on this one because it's worth a lot of money. But my plan is, I'm in a Facebook perfume collectors group, and they sell on there all the time. So my plan is, I'm going to sit around 3 or 4, however many, until I feel like doing it, and then I will make a couple posts on that Facebook group. And the reason I don't do it like every time one comes up, or I haven't yet, is because then I got to deal with PayPal, and it's a different animal from what I'm doing. I figure I'll wait till I have a few and then deal with that. I do have a friend who has new sealed sample bottles that we keep forgetting to like link up and make a deal on them. But those I am going to put on eBay because I think because they're new, sealed, I'll be okay. I'll probably list 1, see how it goes, and then it's risky. And putting risk into something that is my business is that's not my bag, man. And then next up, we have Doodle Tag from Sizzix. I love this brand. This is, I think, new in package. It really appears that way. It might have been opened. I'm not sure, but it just looks like it's in how it's supposed to be. So I don't know. These are die cuts. Yeah, these are dies for, I don't know, whatever people use these for. I'm not crafty like for this thing. Machine not included. They're dies for that thing. No clue what that's worth, but it's very heavy. That'll have to go priority flat rate envelope. So still free shipping as far as I'm concerned. But I wouldn't be surprised if that's $29.99 free shipping. Next up, here's something that used to be huge money. Proactive Solution. These are all sealed bottles. I will make 1 lot probably. I could do a multi-quantity, but I'll probably do 1 lot. But this used to be one of those, if you found those at a garage sale, you hit the jackpot. But now, I've heard for multiple reasons. One, that it's not really that great for your skin because I think it's one of those products where once you start using it, you have to keep using it. I mean, that's a great business model. I mean, worked great for cigarettes. Worked great for cigarettes and heroin. Why not facial products? I think Mikhail sent me some in a few boxes ago, and I was surprised at how cheap it was, but it sold very quickly, if I'm remembering correctly. I will double check my inventory. If it hasn't sold, I will drop the price, add those, and also price them cheaply. Next up, a couple calculators. This one is a HP. Does it have anything specific? HP what? Oh, right. Yeah, right there. HP 12C and a HP 10B. These are business calculators, I guess is what it says. Cool. I hope these are $9.99 free shipping or above. I also hope that they work. These are not solar powered, so I will have to figure out what kind of battery situation it has. Looks like it takes 3 871Bs, so hopefully no corrosion issues. I do need to order a bunch of the button batteries, the ones for watches and key fobs and things like that, because I don't know how I forgot, but I have... well, there's 2 right there, but I have this bag, I got 3 more higher end ones over there. I've got 150 watches probably, and I bought a watch repair kit so that I could pull the backs off and press them back together and do all that stuff, and I just completely forgot that they existed. So that's a project. Oh, I mean, I should do it. I don't know. Like, is it worth the time for me to go, because I don't know watches, is it worth the time for me to go through all of them, find the high-end ones, you know, $24.99 and up, that's what I would call high-end, because there's not $250 watches in there. There might be $9.99 watches and $19.99 watches, so do I go through and find all the $24.99 and up watches, and then prioritize those? You know, it's a 2-day project. Do I do that, or do I just ignore those for now, because it's spring now, garage sales around the corner? Do I ignore them and wait till January next year, December next year, where it's super cold and it's expensive to heat the garage, and that's an indoor project I can do? I mean, saying it out loud, I think that's what I will do. Is that the best way to do it? I have no idea. And last thing is a pair of Boggs boots. What size are these? These are too small for me. I need a nice pair of mudders. These are pretty gross, pretty dirty, which is, you know, fine. They're boots. You can clean them up. But the one thing you want to make sure you do with rubber boots and almost all shoes is bend the toe of them and see if there's a split. Because that's usually when boots get the old heave-ho. Usually there's not another reason to get rid of them. You wear them till they are no longer functional as boots, because they tend to be kind of expensive. I don't know about Boggs, but I know, oh, what's the other brand? Oh, no, now I'm flaking. I live in a town full of hillbillies. They wear nothing but these things, and I can't think of the name of them. Somebody put it in the comments. I'll probably think of it before this video comes out, but the, what are they? I don't know. I'm completely flaking on it. But I will give those a shot, see if they are still good and sellable. I hope so, because that's about 25% of the weight of the box, so that would have been a bummer if not. I'm very excited about this first chunk, though, because all these things could get listed within, I mean, an hour, not even. Because you got barcodes, you know, no testing needed, minimal cleaning on a couple things. People tend to not factor in the extras when they're purchasing things. The cleaning, that one's the worst. It's the biggest time suck. Cleaning. I don't care how much something's worth. If it takes you an hour to clean it, it's probably not worth it. Just think, okay, this thing's gonna take me an hour to list. It's worth $100. But if you have things like this, how many of these could you list in an hour? 100? It's the cleaning part, the cleaning factor, it gets ignored too often. Make sure you're not doing that. Or maybe you don't value your time, which you should. All right, next wave of stuff. Right here we have a stack of Elvis 8-tracks. I tend to avoid 8-tracks, but these are in really good condition. They all have their boxes, and they're all Elvis, so I will make one lot out of these. I will always, of course, check to see if there's some value to it. But I know with 8-tracks, some of them are worth more because they have, and I don't remember what it looks like. I'll find a picture and put it on the screen because I will, of course, have to look it up for myself. But if there's a notch in a certain place on the 8-tracks, it means that they're better for some reason, and I don't know why. I will, like I said, put a picture of that on the screen so that we both have that information. But with 8-tracks, that is one thing you do want to look out for because it makes them much more valuable, like shockingly more valuable. But something like this is not bad. That's still 8-tracks I avoid because they're just more work usually than they're worth, but these are all in their boxes. Some of them still have the plastic. They're open, but you know, it's really nice condition. All one artist, medium male. That's still good stuff. A couple more covers, tailor-made rocket balls, tailor-made rescue, and then a bunch more of these calculators. Another 10B, 10B. Well, this is great though, because then I only have to buy one set of batteries and I can test all of those. So that's great. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there was another one earlier, 5 of those. Another thing of cologne. Actually, this is perfume. That is terrible advertising. This looks like it would be cologne. I mean, everything about this says this is cologne, and then it says women's on it. So that's good job, Adidas. This is terrible advertising. This possibly is new in package, so I might throw this one on eBay. I don't know. The risk with the perfumes. I probably should just have a second store for things exactly like that. For if I find like a beach body, you know, stuff where I'm like, ooh, I don't really want to sell this, but I know people will buy it. That kind of stuff. Maybe. I don't know. And then this, it's Pyrex. I'm not really sure what this goes to, though. I've never seen one of these, and I've dealt with a lot of Pyrex. This goes up and down there. It's a handle of some kind, but maybe it's the same kind of thing as those Corning ones, where it goes on the side, and this just flips over into the container. I don't know. But I've never seen one of these, but it's Pyrex branded, so this is probably $9.99 free shipping. I've never seen one, so maybe it's $14.99 free shipping. Here we have a couple of motherboards. These appear to be new in package. This is a Logic, 2 of those. No clue on that. And then this is a Elephant memory system, some type of learning tool, possibly. I'm guessing it's because it says it's discs, so they're either DVDs or CDs that teach you how to have a better memory. I could use a product like that, but will I ever do something like that? No, because that would take time. This, I think these are like the whiteout strips, whiteout roller type things, but these are replacement cartridges to whatever that is, but I think that's what it is. This is awesome. I love this. It's HO scale, so technically it's meant for train models. Something like this, I would put this together. Oh, look at that's cool. And then you can put it just in your like your glass jar as a display. But I would put this together if I had time to do it and paint it and enjoy myself, just for D&D. That'd be awesome. I wouldn't put a little boy on the swing. I'd put like a hag up in her hag tower, and it would be a great fun time if I had time for great fun. And then these are photo paper. I've sold these before, not in box, a long time ago. They didn't have a ton of value, but barcode, new in package, 3 of them I can lot together. Even though they're heavy, I could fit all 3 of those into a flat rate envelope. I'm actually very excited about this box because there's so much stuff I could knock out today with barcodes and minimal cleaning, and I need that. I need some easy listers, just like this one, that I don't know what it is, but I don't have to. I'll scan that barcode. It probably won't come up because that's like a in-store barcode, but it might. But this would not be hard to find. I don't know what it is, but that doesn't matter. You don't have to know what things are. You have to know if they have value. End of story. Some stuff has a little grime on it, so I don't really want to touch this too much. I'm trying to find the brand. It does say made in China, so that's not super exciting. Oh, but it's new with tags from Jodiful, Jody FL, something like that. But it's a cardigan, a shawl, a throw. I don't know. I'll ask Jen, hey, what is this thing? She'll be like, ooh, I want it. And I'll say, well, look up the price, and if it's not worth any money, you can have it. But at Desert Industries, it was worth $12. So I'm assuming the person that bought this, which was not Mikhail, knew it was worth more than $12. Or maybe it was on half off day and it's worth more than $6. But either way, new with tags. I hate listing clothes, but I will do it when the price is right, which is me lying to myself, because watch me just go put this on top of all the other clothes that the price was right. And the only reason I don't is because I'm not set up for it. If I was a clothing seller, I wouldn't care at all, because I would have a photo station built for clothing. I don't have that. And I could probably figure out a way to do it, but it would suck up a lot of space for something that I don't source. I don't like to source. I don't list very often. So what happens is I pile them up till I go, ugh, I gotta do this, I gotta do it, and then I do them all at once. Don't do that. That's I'm not saying do that way. I'm just saying that's what I do. I don't know why I'm reaching in there. I still got more to do here. This is a Apple keyboard. I have another one over there that I was avoiding because it needed cleaning. And then I got a second one now that needs a lot of cleaning. This one is so disgusting. I'm assuming this person was a smoker. Like this is supposed to be white. And it's just a gross yellow. So I don't want to clean it too hard and then get a chunk of it to be white. And then all of a sudden I got to clean the whole thing. I don't know. That's pretty gross. But I'll test those both. Not today, but I'll test them both at the same time. If they're not worth a ton of money, or if this one in this condition is not worth a ton of money, I might just lot them together. You know, somebody has an office space or needs multiples. Maybe their desire for that one, and then an add-on. Oh yeah, I guess we'll have a second one. We'll have a spare, you know, or we need more than one. Whatever. Something like that. I'll know when I know. Here is a Bible, King James Version, but unfortunately it was sitting like this in the box for months, so it got real wrinkled there. So this probably just gets donated, but that's okay. Unless it's for some reason, a $40 Bible, and I'll just sell it for 20 bucks. That's kind of how that goes. All right, let me go ahead and move this stuff along, and there's still another wave of stuff to go. All right, and then this last wave, as you can see, is a lot of Bibles, but they're kind of specialty Bibles. That actually gives me some hope that there's some decent value in here. This one, giant print reference edition. Okay, that seems like it might be good. Usually, large print books in general, they get a little bit of a premium. Even if it's a $4.99 book, the large print might demand $7.99. Not saying to sell $7.99 books, but large print does. There's less of them, therefore usually there's more money in it. 2 Book of Mormon books. Mikhail lives in a very religious area, a specific religious area. So not surprised to see these in there. I have no idea if those have any value. These are hardbacks though, so that might help. This one, again, Book of Mormon, not a hardback, but I'm not sure what that's worth. The Nurse's Bible, I don't even know what that would be. This is I like this though. It's a nice color. It's got the silver on the outside. That's a very attractive Nurse's Bible. Is it a Bible for nurses? Why would there be a specific Bible for nurses? Is it only stories of nurses from the Bible? I think that would be a very thin book. I don't think nurses existed. And then this one is interesting. I have a feeling this one's going to be worth a decent amount of money. This is the King James Version, the African American Jubilee Edition. And this is a hardback as well, in great condition. No clue, but I have a feeling this is going to be a $24.99 book. And I do need some more books, and Bibles are books. I'll sell a Bible, that's for sure. I have sold many. And then this one, this type of thing, I'm not sure about this one, but these Bible companion type things, this might actually just be a book, Understanding Isaiah, with an author or whatever, you know, not a novel, but a whatever, just a regular book. I sold now I'm blanking on what it was, but they're Bible companions, like one, it might be definitions or different or a reference book of different language interpretations of the same story. Things that people who are students of religion, students of the Bible, or someone like my dad who just, if he has a hobby, his hobby is church, religion, spirituality. If he has a hobby, that's what it is. And so the reference guides for the Bible, there's ones that are lineages of people referenced in the Bible and who their parents are and who their grandparents, you know, all these kinds of things and how they're connected, or the migrations of the people in the Bible, just references for the Bible. Those sell well. I'm, of course, coming up with 0 great examples for you. I will look up the one I sold, because that's would be the easiest for me, and I'll put a picture of that one. I want to say I sold it $50 plus shipping, and I sent it international, if I'm remembering those parts correctly. Can't remember the title, but I can remember how much I got paid, how I shipped it, where I shipped it. Oh, what a useless brain I have. And then another pocket knife. This looks like a cheap gas station pocket knife, but I don't care. Barcode, if it's worth $9.99 free shipping, that's still fine with me. And then a scanner of some kind. Jose Mendez's scanner, to be specific. And this is from Symbol. It's Bluetooth. I have no way to test this, so I will have to sell this for parts repair, or at least untested. Used untested, which does not cover you. I don't know. I'll have to decide that when I see what they sell for and what the prices are, but I have zero way to test this because it charges, and I don't have a charger. And then this laser level glasses set. So, of course, this is a laser level, and these are the safety glasses for using your laser level. I don't know what this is worth, but barcode, I love it. Quick wipe down to get the grime off the outside of the package, but I'm very excited about this box. A lot of barcodes, a lot of easy, quick wipe down, couple photos. I'm going to bust through over half that box today. I think the next box should arrive today or tomorrow, but it won't get unboxed next week. This week's a nightmare. In the best way possible. Easter, kids just got off spring break, and now they have Friday and Monday off. Jen's mom's coming, Thea's birthday party, so it should be fun, enjoyable. I say with a question mark, because all that stuff just sounds stressful. It's so sad. I wish I didn't have to stress about stuff. All right, let's get to the fun part. Let me know if you saw anything good, saw anything you've sold before, saw anything that I shouldn't even bother selling, waste of time. What are your thoughts on selling perfumes? Specifically used perfumes. Have you had any issues? Do you sell them all the time? You have no issues, and I'm worrying about nothing. And for the results of
What's that worth?
All right, the price for this Polaroid iZone Instant Pocket Camera, $0. I would not list this. And for the purpose of the game, whoever put in the lowest guess will still be a winner. I'm not a curmudgeon. I'm still going to have a winner out there. And the reason I would not list this, and I list cheap stuff, this right here shows me most people do not pay attention to the most important factor of reselling, sell-through rate. There are 296 of these listed. There are 60 solds. Almost all of the solds come with film. Most of the solds are new, but there are 296 of these like this, used, untested, no film. You want to get in that pool where you have to sell it for $7.99 free shipping? That's just a colossal waste of time, waste of effort. I assumed it was going to be cheap because, like I said, mass-produced, targeted for children, mass-produced. And everyone had one. There's so many. You could buy a brand new one with 3 packs of film for $14.99 free shipping today. That's how mass-produced it was. I might do that. That actually sounds fun for me. I might buy 3 of these with film, new and packaged for the kids for Christmas next year, because they would have a blast for a day, and then just like everyone else, never use it again. But if you don't pay attention to sell-through rate, you'll just, all your stuff will just sit on your shelves. Sometimes, you know, if it's a long tail, there's different ways to look at it, but this type of thing specifically, cheap plastic, cheap toys, 296 listed in the used condition. Used, which for some reason it's not letting me select. Oh, there we go. eBay's so messed up. Here's 2 tips for you before I get to sell-through rate. Well, 1 tip before I get to sell-through rate. When you're searching for something, like I was looking for Polaroid iZone, and it kept coming up with all of the ones that included film. Only on a computer, does not work on your phone. If you put minus film, it will remove the listings that say film. It's not 100%, but it helps. It went from like 600 listings down to 296. Actually, let me double check how many it was, because that also matters. So 422 listed. That's including ones with film, including new ones, and 76 sold. Yours is not going to sell. I mean, that's what it comes down to. And most of the things, that's why I did minus film, because most of the things that sold are just the film. So let me do that again. So there's 422 listed, 36 sold. No, thank you. No, thank you. And most of the ones that sold have flowers all over them. It's a specific one. The purple one. Actually, that red one, somebody paid $12.59 plus shipping for that one. But it says tested and works. Do I believe that that was tested or works? No. Do you know why? Because they would have the film. They would have the photo they took. They didn't test it. People say tested and works with cameras all the time. And what they mean is they put batteries in it and tested the flash. They did not film test it. You have no idea if it still functions. But $0. This is now a toy for my children, which is fine. My kids will love that. But I honestly, I might buy a couple of these for the kids for Christmas next year. New in package, $14 free shipping. New in package with changeable faceplates, $24.99. Now there we go. Yeah, if you find them new, sure, list those. That's a for sure. But beyond that, no thank you. So whoever is closest, not closest, whoever was lowest, I will comment on your comment and then reach out through Facebook or Instagram, and I'll get your merch sent out to you. Well, that's going to be all for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. Subscribe, share, and be good to each other. Just really neat. Hey, little Pete. Do they ever really fix things? I have no idea what this is. What do I care? Let's go. I'm good at this.